What's up, y'all, and welcome to another episode of Relatable Relations, where we say everything that you're thinking of. All right. So, before we check in and everything, I gotta ask a very serious question.
What?
Do you think your mama and your auntie was at Freak Nick?
My mama? No, but my auntie, I give you about an 8.5 out of 10 chance she was at that motherfucker.
I'm embarrassed before it even come out because I just know my daddy was out there.
I know he was too.
I just know my daddy was out there. And what I really don't want to come out, I know my entire family was at the Kappa Beach party. So that absolutely cannot come out.
Showing up.
Showing they tails, literally. But okay, so let's check in. How you doing? Where your mind at? What's going on?
I'm real focused right now. I'm focused. I'm in grind mode. I'm ready to get things done. I think it's really because I done got back in the gym. You know something, when you get in the gym, bro, like it clear your mind, bro. It's therapy. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it.
I'm sorry, I ain't mean to interrupt you. I just can't stand a lot like the podcast. So if I do that, just be like, hey, no, I'm sorry. But no, I feel that though. I definitely feel the gym. Like, I just feel like once we got back in it, it's just a place to like clear your mind, like this. You hear the silence? That's what the gym do. They clear your mind.
Okay, so where you at mentally? How you doing?
I feel the same way. I feel like the gym, like getting in the gym has really changed a lot for me. I also changed my perspective on a lot of things recently. So I'm looking at everything as like an investment. Like everything in life is an investment. Whatever you put in, you know, you're all into. If your all is 40% for the day and you did 40%, that's 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like you did the best that you could do or whatever for that day. So I'm not like stressing as much as I used to because I was a spaz. You know, your girl was anxious all the time. But now I'm just like living every day full of gratitude and I'm happier.
Love to see that.
Come on, happy.
All right, so let's dive into it then. So we adults now, right?
Yeah.
We wanted to be grown so bad as kids, and now that we here, this shit's so ghetto, bro.
For the bird.
Being an adult is so ghetto, bro. Like, our parents told us, like, your ass want to be grown, you gonna see. We seeing, like, no cap. Like, I'm seeing, like, these bills, nigga, work, like, and just overall, like, just balancing. It's just, there's something better that just make you want to just, like, disappear. Like, not, like, permanently, but just, like, I need a break.
That did sound,
I need a
disclaimer.
Like, I need a break. I don't mean, like, disappear from
vacation.
the world. I need a vacation. I need to
step out.
You know what I'm saying? I need to recoup
a little mean
myself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, we tried so hard to be grown, but it's like the things that our parents told us, we didn't want to listen, like, at all. Like, but they was right about most of the stuff. Like, I'm letting y'all know now, elders, y'all were right about most of the stuff that y'all was talking about. Like, granted, money-wise, things was a little
easier. Don't be trying to sugarcoat it.
Less
like,
expensive.
Rent was $7.42. And y'all trying to tell me how if I go out and do this, that, and the third, sell a can or two, I can pay the same or do what you did. I can't do that.
Nah, for real. Because I would kill for some $1.32 gas right now.
Do you hear me? Gas is $3.59 on the good side of town.
All right, but let me ask you this. Do you feel like you learned from your mistakes when you was younger?
Do I feel like currently that I learned from the mistakes that I did? Yeah. I mean, when you're in a situation, you're not like thinking about the consequences for the most part, especially at a younger age. I'll say at a younger age because now I'm thinking it through for the most part. Anyways, but I'm at a younger age, I'm here for a good time, not a long time in my head. So when it came to my mistakes or like the things that I was doing, I was looking at the good side of it. I never thought about like what would happen if I did this, or what would this look like in the future, or anything like that. But now there's a lot of things that I look back on a lot. I'm not gonna say with regret. I just look back on it and I just reflect on it, and I'm like, I could have did this different, or I could have handled the situation better. So yes, I definitely feel like I learned from my mistakes. What do you think?
Same. Because I feel like I'm in another like headspace. I done bumped my head so many different times, and I done seen what consequences I would go through with certain situations, and I never want to go through those consequences again. So I kind of like practice preventative maintenance, like with my choices.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So so to answer that question, yeah, I do feel like I've learned from my mistakes.
I feel like you taught me preventative maintenance, because you know me. Like before you met me, I was an on the fly guy. I'm just finna go out and whatever happens, happens. We'll figure it out, like when it happens. But because of you, I guess I could give you a little flowers or whatever. But because of you, I'm like leaving 30 minutes early. I try to leave 30 minutes earlier,
there you go.
but I set some time up to leave in case something happened. I always take my charger with me now.
Room for error.
Especially after what just happened when I ran out of my tire popped and my phone was dead. I learned, okay? But there we go. We're talking about learning from my mistakes. Like, that's something that you did, like, oh, should I say instilling me? I don't like that. That's not something that your parents do. Your parents instill stuff in you. My husband I don't know. I just like that's giving you too many flowers.
Giving me too many flowers? Ain't no such thing. That's crazy. It be your own.
No, you definitely, like, help me with that. So thank you, baby daddy.
You're welcome. Okay, now let me ask you this. Like, what would you do differently? Like, back then? Like, just pick a, like, mistake or something that you just knew you fucked up on. And what would you do differently? Like, with the knowledge that you have now?
Yeah.
How would you apply it, like, back then?
Man, like I said, back in the day, I feel like I just moved how I moved. I never considered the future. I never considered how things would affect me. I think one thing that I would do differently now is just prepare or try harder. I felt like I had a natural talent. Like, I feel like a lot of people will say that I have natural talents, and like I'm easily adaptable. Wow. I be messing stuff up. That's the word though, right? Like easily, like I can adapt easy or whatever. And so to different situations. And so I'm like in my head, you know what? I ain't got to do this. I ain't got to do that. I'm just going to go in there, wing it, hope for the best, because I know that I be succeeding most of the time. And now I'm like, no, let me like prep more. Let me do a just in case scenario, or let me, just look into it a little bit more before I just go out here and wing it. Because I was definitely the wing queen. That's my wings.
Yeah, so back then we was YOLOing everything.
My whole life. Like, that's actually scary to say out loud. I YOLO'd my life back in the day.
Ooh. But I mean, now we got a little more knowledge and a little more, skin in the game. So it's like we know what to do, what not to do.
Skin in the game?
Yeah.
What that mean?
Don't worry about it. You'll learn. As you grow, you'll learn.
Don't piss me off.
That's something else I'm instilling. Nah, but
what about you?
Me, I think I would invest.
Yeah.
Cause I done messed off some money like crazy. Like,
no. We done messed out some money like crazy.
For real. Like, I done messed out some money like crazy. And we could have made that money work for us. That money could have been working for us like right now. Like, them refunds, I would have took them refunds and invested in something. I would have put it in some stocks. Probably Airbnb, because Airbnb was probably just, popping off. So I probably, and maybe some real estate. I would have talked to the right people, put my money in the right places, so that way, you know what I'm saying. I would have tried to get more passive income.
Yeah, build multiple
Yeah.
streams of what we had.
So, what's something that you would teach your kids, our kids, or the younger generation,
No, man.
or the younger generation?
From what I learned back in the day.
Yeah.
Take your time. So I've always felt like I was looking in the future so much. And that actually didn't happen until after I YOLO'd so much that I had to sit my butt down and just like, okay, now I feel like I had to make up for lost time or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so I would tell my kids and the future generation, all my mentees out there, my proteges, come on DGR, come on Diva Girls Ride. Y'all, slow down. You have one life to live, but you got a long lifespan to live it. Okay, I'm going to contradict myself because however life is short, right? So as long as you're moving with purpose, moving with intention, you know what I'm saying? Like, but still having fun, you good. Stop stressing about it. Like, a lot of us be sitting here at, first of all, I think the most I stressed out was probably between 21 and 25. Like, I just felt like I had to have it all together. Because 25, I'm like, okay, at 25, people are established. You know, they got their houses, they married. I lied. Like, that is not the case. That ain't even the case for 30, to be honest. Like, I'm finding out now as I'm getting older that people are still getting it together. Like, there's not a set time for anybody. Like, I got a friend that just bought a house. I got a friend that's just, moved back home. I'm the friend that just moved back home sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like life situations fluctuate. So just live in your moment and enjoy it while it's here. Prepare yourself, but don't stress yourself. There's a difference. Like, you can prepare yourself without just like sitting in it. Sometimes you have to just sit in your thoughts, pray. I'm a Christian. I'm gonna bring up God every time. So when it's time to plan, if it's not aligned with God, we all know it's not gonna work out. So make sure that you're sitting and meditating in His Word, making sure that whatever your plans are, it aligns with what He got going for you, so it can actually manifest and come to fruition.
There you go. Me personally, a piece of advice I would give to my kids or the younger generation is to just do you. Like,
period.
Do you. Like, people get caught up and worried about other people's stuff that they start putting themselves down. You know what I'm saying? And you'll probably end up 10 steps back trying to keep up with this person. Like, I know they say the grass is greener on the other side, but what if it's turf? What if that grass is fake? Water your grass.
Most of the time it is.
Water your grass, bro. I'm telling you. Water your grass. Trust the process. Stop trying to take shortcuts.
Yeah.
Because shortcuts, it ain't like, you gonna hit some obstacles, bro, but that's what builds character. You know what I'm saying?
With that, just to add on to it a little bit, yes, trust your process. And comparison is natural, I would say. Like, it's easy to say, oh my gosh, we're doing the same thing and this person is here and I'm here. But are you willing to put in the work that person put in to get there? Or you just think that it's like an overnight situation? You never know. Like, if you're going to pray to have what somebody has, make sure you praying to have that diligence and that strength and that work that they putting in to get it too. Because stuff don't just come easy. The faster you get something, the faster you can lose it. So that's why trusting your process is important, because if you know the process, if you was to fall off, you can go back through that same process and it'll be easier. You're not starting from scratch no more. Now you started from experience. So, come on, we dropping gems today.
Yeah, no, and
baby, y'all better pay attention. Do you hear me?
Another thing, always be a student. Like, because there's so much stuff to learn out here that can that could improve your life, make you a better person, make you a better son, make you a better daughter, a better father, mother, like all of that. Like, just be a student of everything, like, cause and there's really no such thing as perfection. Like, if you hit perfection, there's a peak. Like, this is perfection. Like, you stop right here. Like, you want to continue to elevate. You don't want to peak. You want to progress. So,
come on, Pete. Come through, progress. I know that's all right.
Man, but what we can do is hop into the Q&A with Q&A.
This is.
Y'all seen what we did? The Q&A with Q&A? Yeah.
All right.
So, boom.
Okay, wait. Before we do the Q&A, these are questions that people asked in our DMs and on our link. So if you didn't submit a question, make sure that you tap into the page, follow us at Once Upon a Timmons, and DM us your questions or drop it in the link that's in the bio.
And the link is anonymous. So if you want to be anonymous, cool, hit the link. If you don't care, you know what I'm saying, you just want to know something, just drop it in the DM. You feel me?
We're going to answer all the questions. But don't get crazy because I answer it with attitude and you're going to be mad. So,
or it might not get answered.
Or it might not get answered if it's too crazy.
All right, so boom. Someone asked, how do y'all handle conflict in y'all's marriage?
Who asked that? That's a good question. Okay, somebody. Who going first? He looking at me like I'm going to go first.
Because you look like you got something on your mind.
How do we handle conflict? I think the biggest thing that we've learned since we've gotten married is to just, like, if we both mad and we both at a 10, separate. Because I'm the type, and I'm working on it before, but this is honesty, this is truth. I'm the type, if I'm mad, you have to be on my level of mad. And I understand that that's not right. I 100% am working on it. I kid you not. I pray about it because I know it. Like, if I'm addressing it, I know it's something. But, you know, sometimes when you mad, you just mad. And so, like, I tend to pick. I don't do it anymore. Not as much. Not as often. Right. You heard me. I don't do it as much, right? No more?
Not as much.
Not as much because I recognize it and I'm learning from it. So I tend to pick. So I just separate myself. And then we do self-evaluation. So it's like, once you calm down from the situation, you try to put yourself in the other person's shoes because we know each other. So it's like, if I say this, he gonna say this and it's gonna go here. But if I do this, if I address the situation, apologize, or if he apologize, like, whoever was wrong, apologize, we can work from it and then talk about it so we don't have to, like, go through that again, go and clash that way again. Because there's different ways to clash, like, but we don't, I'm not gonna say we just argue. We do argue.
Oh,
but it be over stupid stuff, like small stuff, and it just go there. Like, it just go there.
Because you be insulting my intelligence.
Stupid stuff.
I do not say stupid stuff. It's stupid to you.
No, I'm just playing. No, you don't say stupid stuff.
I know.
Next question.
All right. Next question is.
Oh wait, did you want to answer that last question? How do we?
I same answer.
Bet.
All right. So how do you deal with peer pressure individually and within your relationship?
Come on, people.
That's a good question.
That is a good question. You go.
Individually, I don't give in to peer pressure. I'm my own person. So what somebody else eat don't make me shit. And I know that. So I ain't got time to be dealing with somebody else's consequences. You know what I'm saying? But in my relationship, I just don't put myself in situations. Like, that is key. Fellas, do not put yourself in questionable situations. Because you could be innocent, but you could fuck all that up by being in a questionable situation, bro. Stay away.
So maybe I understood the question wrong, but you say, how do we deal with peer pressure within our relationship?
And individually.
So they mean, like, if we're out in a situation and it affects our relationship. Because I thought they were saying, how do I deal with you peer pressuring me?
No.
You ain't got to peer pressure me. I'm here for a good time. Okay.
And a long time.
in a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's that. How do I deal with peer pressure like outside? Like I'm just so team my man. I feel like people feel that. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't even try that because it's like, oh, like bag back. But I don't know. I don't even play that. So it ain't no peer pressure because it ain't no pressure. That's number one. How do I do with peer pressure outside? I'm the peer pressure.
So you're a bad influence.
Sometimes.
Toxic.
I can be
toxic.
Yes, but I'm working on that too. Not really. I'm a fun time. So, but nobody can peer pressure me because
you do what you want.
I do what I want. I've always done what I want. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not changing it. So
that's crazy.
You say what?
What was that, 2?
That was number 2.
That was 2. I bet we're gonna do one more since we on toxicity. Boom. Somebody asked, what is your toxic trait?
No, I'm playing. I think my toxic trait, and see, it's fine that we're discussing this because I'm acknowledging it. This is therapy. Welcome to my therapy session, guys. Thank you. But my toxic trait, Bria, you answer that. What's my toxic trait? And I'm gonna answer what's your toxic trait.
I think when you feel disrespected, you go too far.
I'm not scared people gonna say about me, but like people gonna think I'm crazy after this episode.
I mean
what?
I mean when you there, you there.
That's crazy because what I was gonna say for you, your toxic trait is that you're so nonchalant that people get mad because they feel like you don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's toxic because it's just so like you have no sense of chalant about you. So it's like you nonchalant, so much that it just makes people so upset, or it can, because you just so.
That's between them and God.
Oh my gosh, we are so opposite.
What?
We're just opposite because I'm just like here and then you're like here, but I'm not always here. It takes a lot to get me here. When I'm mad, I don't get mad like that.
It doesn't appear that way because you always here. It doesn't appeir that
I'm
way.
always here?
Mm-hmm.
Like mad?
No.
Like your I'm person. Just high energy.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell the people that. Don't make it seem like I'm just out here just.
No, you don't just flip shit.
Lucky few bucks.
But it can be that way.
Oh my God. I do not come in the club shaking my dreads, throwing these busts and busting these heads. I do not. I come in with good energy. Like.
You do. You come in with good energy, but when the energy is flipped, then it's up and stuff.
But I'm not. It takes me a minute to get there. That's crazy. All right. So what's next on the?
That was the last Q&A, but
we do get into our.
Let's get into this jar question. I'm telling y'all, this is gonna be a hit later on down the line. I'm telling y'all right now. Like I said, we like to sometimes when we have like little date nights or something in the crib, like we like to spice it up a little bit, like you know what I'm saying, not do nothing too like cliche because who just want to sit in the house and just like, you know what I'm saying. So you got to kind of do something meaningful, bro.
So we put these questions in a jar, shake them up. It's a lot of questions that are like personal jar, but like this is just for per episode. So let's see. Let's get into it real quick. If you could restart post-grad, what is something you would do differently? So post-grad, graduated from University of North Texas 2018 with a bachelor's in biology and chemistry. Doing nothing with it. So I think that I learned probably my senior year that I was following a dream that wasn't actually mine. I think that science was easy to me. I went to science camp. And I had the time of my life. And I just think that science, like I said, it was easy to me, but it wasn't like I didn't see myself doing that forever. I kind of did like an internship my senior year and realized I should have did this my freshman year because I would have been changed my major to something different. So post-grad, I I kind of felt bad for not just doing what I was quote unquote supposed to do. And so I wouldn't have sat in that so long. I probably would have just got out and started my entrepreneurship way earlier because like entrepreneurship, marketing, all that type of stuff is my jam.
See, and that's what I was gonna say. After post grad, I would have hit the ground running, like because going through college, going through 4, 5, 6 years of college, like when you done, it's just like like at that point you just want to take a break, bro. But like, don't break too long, cause then you get a little, you know what I'm saying. You gotta like want to keep that momentum going, like. So if I could have redid it, I would have like hit the ground running with my entrepreneurship. That way, in a few years, I could have maybe had some things on autopilot, and I'm working on the next thing to like elevate. You know what I'm saying?
Because you were a year in with Rare Breed when you graduated.
Yep.
So
I just feel like I could have had the website, I had the Instagram, but it wasn't really like just like too consistent. Yeah. I was doing it like a hobby, you know what I'm saying, versus like my baby, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so let me get into the next one. Oh, if you could get rid of one bill, what would it be? You take too long. I'm gonna say it for you. Rent. I'm trying to get rid of rent, mortgage, all that. That should be free. Why I gotta pay to live?
I think groceries. Like, why I gotta pay to eat?
Oh, you right.
Yeah, I would get rid of grocery bills. Like, feed me.
You know how you have to eat. You can get rid of groceries by growing your own shit.
Come on, agriculture.
Grow your own shit. I'm trying to get a greenhouse.
What's a subject that you would add to high school's curriculum? Ooh, that's a good question. What's a subject that you would add to high school's curriculum? I would definitely bring back home ec, because a lot of people nowadays, like I had home ec. Did you have home ec? You ever did home ec? Mm-mm. I had home ec in, I think, 7th grade at Atwell, and I don't remember the teacher name, but I swear she didn't like me. But anyways, I had home ec, and we was actually in there cooking. They brought somebody in there, talked about birth control. Like, we had the babies and everything. And I swear, I feel like that's why I ain't got no kids right now, because that baby was hollering and I couldn't do it. Granted, I was in 7th grade. I ain't had the patience nor the knowledge. But I don't know. Like, I think home ec would definitely put like, did we have home ec at Skyline? We had something like that.
So.
Remember, they had them babies. We had that baby.
Yeah.
That's something you would bring.
Ooh, no, I'm gonna touch on home ec again. I think home ec, that should definitely be a thing, because half of us can't cook. More than half of us can't cook, bro. Me and women, well, half of y'all. Half of y'all can't cook. More than half. So we need to bring home ec back. We need home ec back for adults anyway. Like, that's y'all hop on YouTube, anything else, y'all need to hop on YouTube for some recipes.
That's the only thing you bring back to the
No. I would me personally, I would bring back financial literacy, because that's what I feel like we all should have had growing up, like, cause a lot of people don't know how to manage money. They don't know about like stocks. They don't know that they giving out grants for any and everything. Like, but money management is a big thing, like, within our community. Like, cause you can have $1 million, but you can fuck that off in a couple years, and then what? Like we need to teach these kids how to invest, to make the money work for them. Like, I'm still learning myself, but if I would have had that opportunity to learn that as a kid, like high school, middle school, I would have been further down the line. Like, I would have been rolling in cash, like, for real. But I am, well, with the knowledge that I have now, I'm working on my financial freedom.
Period. And I love that. Because if you financially free, so am I.
You're annoying. You know that, right?
Let me borrow $1.
Let you borrow $1. No, you ain't gonna get it back.
So wait. Why I gotta give you $1 back if you financially free?
Cause you said borrow. It's all in the wording, big dog. If you tell me borrow,
Go ahead and free
I'm gonna want
yourself.
all right, man. Anyways, but yeah, that is a wrap for this episode of Relatable Relations. We appreciate y'all for kicking it with us. Keep tuning in. Follow us on all platforms. Follow us on We Hanging Out on all platforms. Follow us at Once Upon a Timmons. Follow us at Flash Mob Media. Follow _ Flash Mob Media _ Follow my lovely wife right here at Allanah Brenae. And follow me on IG at Quan Stupid Ass with 2 H's. And my business page, Red Breed 214. Also Red Breed 214 Kids.
Baby, that is a breath, okay? With all these Instagram pages, and we sit here and run all of them. So y'all better follow
multiple
them.
Streams.
Y'all better follow them because we be sitting here managing them.
We need multiple streams. And send us some questions, man. The link is in the Once Upon a Timmons bio, man. Send us some questions. Like, just don't get too outlandish, but make it interesting, make it juicy, make it, you know what I'm saying?
I'm trying not to sing, but I'm gonna do the noise. Can you make it juicy for me?
All right, that's it. That's it. All right, we gonna holler at y'all, family. Y'all be easy.